Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Today we are checking how is the performance of Ursa Glacier on the Familiar Arena. As you guys saw, they will launch soon. This familiar here, Ursa Glacier. Nungoma, how they call in Korean. And on today's video, the focus will be on his performance on Familiar Arena. If you guys wanna see his skills, on Familiar Arena, he increased resistance of nearby familiars to crowd control effects. Ursa Glacier also goes on Rampage and ramps up its own attack. So at Awakening 0, for 10 seconds increase nearby familiar resistance to crowd control effects 50%. And for 10 seconds, he goes on Rampage while normal attacking. It boosts attack by 10% and attack speed by 5% for 3 seconds. It stacks 5 times, so it can get quite strong, guys. And here is Awaken 10. He gets 100% of crowd control resistance. And it boosts his attack 20% and attack speed 10%. So that's good. Let's see how he performs. So that's his effects. Also, he has some performance on cross field. Also, he gives you some protection against familiars. So it's kind of interesting, familiar. But let's see, now that you're having the familiar championship. So I show you guys how they are using him. And also I showcase some of the battles. If they succeed or not. What could be his weak points. Even if he's gonna be useful on that mold, just so you guys have an idea, because when they first appear, the familiar takes some time for him to appear again. This is the familiar arena, right? So let's see how they use him. This is the top 100. I think in defensive they don't use him a lot. Before I could see many of him. First he appears a very odd time, so I think not many people summon. Oh, Tururu here. He's from my kingdom, actually. Peculiar. So that's interesting. This will be for another video. Interesting to see him here. So you see, no bad, but I think not many people summon him. I think only engineers, destroyers. Because it's very specific for crossfield, so I think some people didn't are using him on Familiar Arena. So I couldn't see anybody using him on defensive. Before I remember seeing him, but not nowadays. So let's see, and now we'll see for sure in the Grand-Prix. So the good thing is that we can check how the battles. Amazing, right? So let's check. First, let's see that they have 256, the top of the server. So you can see here the first position of everything. He's here, Ursa Glacier here in his team. And he's not even his strongest team actually, but super defensive. Look at this. The survivability of this thing is crazy. Toko, Shimpaler, this familiar here revives your familiar. Remove, he puts the fear in enemies, so it's super defensive. And the CP is not that high if you compare to other guys. So let me see this one. No Ursa Glacier. Oh, here. Oh my god, the same team. So I think it's a kind of meta in the super defensive teams, I guess. This team also. So the combinations is quite peculiar. But of course, you have to point out that always come to the buff. And this one's super defensive actually. He reduced the attack of the enemy 10%. Also, your front familiars got 10% of defense. And the one random familiar of yours got 15% more HP. So that's some strategies you can play around. But some people, this team is very common actually. This is the strongest player in the game. Heavy team awakened tank. Oh, we can see the CP. Use how only this accessory is not 6-star. But this is just a reference. It is not many players will achieve this condition. Another one. Yeah, the strategy is the same. Similar. Defensive. All the same. This one increases your attack if you had 3 of the same familiars. And this mute enemy for 6 seconds. So we can see him here, there, in diverse teams actually. So it's just to show you guys that even Dururu appears, because I think it's easy familiar to awaken 10, right? So he can have his usage. So just you guys have a reference. But this is like this battle here is like whale battles. So, but it's interesting to see his full performance. So he is 3 water, 2. That's a peculiar combination. Ah, okay. He decreased the attack 10%. The familiars behind attack faster. Oh, this is interesting. When how familiars are rare type, it decreased the critical chance in 20%. Oh, interesting combinations. So see, he appears in there. This is the top of house servers, guys. 256 top players. So you guys can have this is the super whale fights, and this will come to global eventually, of course. So here we can already see the look his team composition, full water almost. And he's defensive, as I told you guys. The front familiars, the 2 front familiars, he get 10%. Enemy attack 10% less. So this one decrease 70% on max HP of one random familiar of the enemy. This can be useful if you get some frontline familiars. So that's the team composition. Heals. So let's check some battles. She's the winner. Compap. Actually, the team was not very strong compared to other players. Everybody was 400. So let's watch the battle. You can check a little bit and let's see. Let's focus on the battles of the Ursa Glacier. So this is the fight for the winning of the A group. Let's see how it goes. So you see Ursa Glacier is the front. So it's here. So you saw that debuff that decreased HP got in the Dururu. He goes straight to that familiar. The Boltaurex is distracting the enemies while they are destroying. So it's the final of the game, guys. The game that made the difference. So Ursa Glacier dies. Actually, he's losing. It's basically water against water. Well, I think what made him win was the debuff of a decrease in the HP. Man, who you guys do you think you will win? This beta is supposed to come already on global with the P-Rates episode. My god, this is the... Wow, almost actually, you see. Difference was very low. So that's the final, guys. So let's see the battle before it. How Ursa Glacier performs. This is the semi-finals.
All right, I'm ready for action. We're off.
Let's check. So he's in a state of angriness. So they put normally him on the front. Come on, I wanna see the skill of the pumpkin. Oh, we couldn't see it. We have to be careful. Tori, he revives the enemy actually. He will bring someone back. Oh, you see? He came back. He used his skill. Oh, not in time. Okay, he lost one actually. So she won. This team is very strong actually. So I wanna see one battle that he lost, you know. Okay, this one looks like a quite defensive team also, and he lost. This is the same finals also. Let's check it out, this battle.
Let's go!
Let's go! So they normally put him with a remove also sometimes, and a super defensive team. Both I think they have this idea of being more defensive because they decrease the attack of the enemy. And also they have Tori. So this battle will be very long because Tori can bring back the familiars. Oh, they lost Toko, but Toko is back. I think the cactus is giving them a hard time. That's why they use cactus a lot in the front line. Yeah, they start to lose. Oh, I think the battle will finish. Oh my god. How they decide the winner here? Straw. Ah, the one with more HP. Ah, come on. Come on. Ah, this is another battle. It's because what's happening in this mode that's is interesting to point out. Come on, this battle. They were keeping winning. Like, but I think it'll be no end in battle. So one thing to point out in this competition, you cannot change, you cannot choose your enemy, so you have to fight with what appears. So this can make it very complicated. So let's see, this one won also. He and Limu makes a good team, defensive one. So some teams are very similar. I think players are just Dururu appears sometimes, but let me see another one. So let's see. Before this was the group, of course, but then we have to. This is the real finals. So let's see. Oh, they lost. If I'm not wrong, this one was the first place of CP. If not the first, one of the first. And here, top 9. He's not using the Ursa Glacier. So he beats the first one of the A group. So let's see. This battle lost. Oh, okay, won. The second one, and then this one. Wow, Ursa Glacier against. Let's see how this battle goes.
I'll take care of everything. Woo! Ready?
So let's see. He's in his rampage mode. But I think they got... The heal leaks debuff is so strong. Yeah, this thing is quite strong. And he grants... We cannot forget that he grants the resistance. So that's good.
This is great.
You can see here the performance. Actually, the one that performs better is the Arachnes in this one. So I think that's it, guys. I think it's just a showcase of how he works on the Familia Arena in general. They use him a lot, very defensive things. His resistance to crowded control is very good, that he grants to your familiars. Of course, after August of this year, when he appears first time, he never came back, but then we got an egg recently. Well, let me see if I found here. We got an egg that we can choose him. Let me see if I found here. Oh, here. So eventually he will be available, but not in the common banner. Just for you guys' reference. But not sure how they are gonna do this on global. So I think that's it. How do you guys feel about the Ursa Glacier? You guys think it's worth trying to get it? Maybe if you're gonna do a lot of crossfield with your friends and you wanna go very fast, can be a good option. But if you're free to play or low spender, I would suggest to save, because Helix, our friend here, I think is more essential in general for PvP, for Familia Arena, and PvE also. So I think that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and see you on the next video.